Hold
in
on,
your
Jack.
back.
Hold
Sige
on,
po.
hold on.
Sige po.
Wait. Ayun, yan. We're recording already. Question. Can you see my screen, people?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes
Sige,
po.
Jack, let's go with your question.
For those pending essays that I'm yet to send you, where do I pick up? I remember asking you, but I can't remember.
Oh, wait. Let me check, Jack. No, I hope you can find the email, Jack, that was sent. Wait, Jack Manalo. So this is my tracker. Bakit hindi lumalabas si Jack? Manalo na lang. Okay. And then, ayun, Jeric pala kasi. Ayun, Jack, you stopped at mobile phones, number 5, no?
Okay.
So, you have begun the B style. So, the next one is
Okay.
gonna be another B style. Yun, no?
All right.
Yun, madali lang sa'yo yan, Jack. Sagasaan mo na. Okay,
Of
sagasa mo
course.
na. Although you already scored 6.5, no? That's already good enough.
Na mag-aim
Pero,
akong higher
oh,
para
can
aim
you
high,
imagine
fall
you
high.
scored band 8 in speaking? So, kasi sa writing, Jack, not only is it all about language, which you have, no? It's really more importantly about content. No?
Opo.
Yan. Sige guys, so today's lesson is all about the perfect tense. So I'm going to go into a PowerPoint presentation. Before I begin, can I ask you to guess why they call these the perfect tenses? Oh, any guesses? Any guesses? Guess lang. We speaking test, like I'm not really sure, but if I were to guess, mga ganun ang bitaw, ha? Speaking, close group people.
Okay.
You're learning the bitaw.
Yeah, mga bitaw, no? Mga cheats. Okay.
It is a perfect tense. Okay, let me guess, sir.
Sige, Ma'am Faith. Yan. O, kita mo si
It
Faith,
is
oh.
called...
Nag-guess na. Go, go, go. Yeah.
I'm trying.
Yeah. Oh, decidido yan si Faith. Can you imagine she just enrolled and she wanted to join the close group already? Pati si Vic or pati si... there's another one, si Kent. You know, parang sabi ko, yes, these people wanna get this done as soon as possible. But Faith, sige, what's your guess?
Okay, it is called the perfect tense because the verb perfectly agree with the subject.
That was a good guess, Faith. It's not the right answer, but it's a good guess. Any other guesses, guys? Sige. I want you to keep guessing, as we go along, maybe you're gonna get some idea. So the perfect tenses set in relevance over time. Take note of that phrase, guys. Relevance.
It was done already, sir, for a long time.
Uy, Ed is getting there, no? Ed is getting there. Over time.
I mean, with regards to past perfect tense. Like
yeah, the past perfect tense, for example. Like, I have learned a lot that IELTS speaking is all around. It's all about just guessing your answers all the time. I have learned a lot. Perfect tense yun, no? Bakit, why would it be better to say I've learned a lot rather than I learned a lot? So I learned a lot is what you now call the simple past tense, no? I learned a lot that, for example, when I opened the news this morning over CNN, then the report said that Donald Trump has now been the first president in American history to have been impeached twice. And then I told myself, oh my God, those were two perfect tenses in one sentence.
Sir, it was done and ongoing. Like
Uy, getting there then si Ed. Yeah. Okay. We had 1,900 cases. I tell you.
Okay.
Cases are
guess.
just...
Wild guess.
Sige, wild guess, Hannah.
Maybe it happened. It's happened in the past, and I don't know how to express myself.
Happened in the past and then...
Yeah, happened in the past and like happening now. From the past and now.
Also
still
a good
continuing
guess.
in the present.
Also a good guess, no, Hannah? So from the term itself, over time, so these are actions or maybe states, no? Like action is, for example, I have eaten a lot, no? Or I have been eating a lot of food. Pero yung state, like, I have been feeling, parang ganun, ano? I've been feeling quite lazy the past speaks there, no? So your answers are really partly correct, no? So before we go into the lesson of the perfect tense itself, before I give the answer, I would like you to know that when it comes to the past, when you isolate a verb, there are two past participles, no? So whoa, it bounced up and down like that. So you have the past participle and the perfect participle. So for example, we isolate the verb lived. The past participle is lived
Correct.
with a D, and the perfect participle is also lived. Yun. Si Jam message me. Jam is also part of the close group. I'll catch up or
Not
just watch the
not yet.
video later. Yun. Catch up. That's a collocation, guys. Catch up. So bring, brought, study, studied, walk, walked, walked, read, read, read. Like for example, these are now what we call as irregular verbs. So run, ran, run. Ate, eaten, eaten, write, wrote,
Mhm.
written,
Written.
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 See, saw, seen, swim, swam, swum, and sink, sank, sunk. So, for the perfect participles, from the word itself, perfect, then what you will need to do is to add another verb, which we now call as the helping verb, or the linking verb,
Hey,
or
sir,
the
excuse me.
auxiliary verb.
Sir,
Yeah,
are
yeah,
you
yeah.
using
Mhm.
a PowerPoint or I'm just seeing a black screen here?
Oh, oh, you can see it, guys.
Which
Guys,
one, sir?
I
can you see
can.
my PowerPoint?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
sir.
can
I
see.
can. We
Yes,
can
sir.
see.
Yes,
Can be
there
Jess,
is a
seen.
PowerPoint.
It can be seen from our end.
can you see, Jess?
Yes. You're sharing screen, sir.
I'm sharing a PowerPoint. Yes, everybody see it. Can everybody see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it's
Yes.
just me. Well, let me just click the screen share button here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when I click it, it says here that host disable participant screen sharing.
I think you shouldn't click on share screen. You should just hover on your phone and
But I'm using
screen.
a laptop.
He's
Oh, I see.
using laptop.
Vic is using a laptop. So,
Oh, I don't know. Sorry.
wait.
Why,
Mm,
sir? We can see your PowerPoint, sir.
si Vic can only see a black screen. So, I'm gonna reset na. I'm gonna.
You need to reconnect maybe, Sir Vic.
Out and log back.
Okay,
Go out and
I'll
come
log
in.
back in. Okay, okay.
Go out and come back. Sige, Vic, we'll wait for you. Yeah, that sometimes happens. So if it still doesn't work, then I'll go into stop sharing and then I'll go into share again. Okay, perfect tenses. Let's just wait for Vic to come back in. There, the verb. Okay. Far, are you using a phone? For Niza,
Yes, sir. I'm using a phone.
can you see the screen?
Yes, sir. I can see
Okay.
it.
Uy, Eileen is with us. Eileen is from Marikina. Eileen, you're not joining the closed group? Eileen?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're not joining the closed group.
Ah,
Okay, there.
I
Thank you.
do.
You can see now, Vic.
Yes. Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, okay,
Thank you.
that's good. That's good. Eileen,
Yes, sir.
what? You don't want to join the closed group?
I did, sir. I sent you my number and my email
Ah, you
address.
did? Okay. All
Yes,
right.
but
Okay.
I haven't received yet the email address that you have sent because you sent it the wrong email.
Oh my God. Okay. Sige, sige. But you joined the closed group.
Is this not the close group meeting? Because you sent a special group. I'm not sure if it is the same.
No, this is actually just a writing workshop. But we'll have a separate meeting for the closed group. Sige, Eileen, duly noted. I'll loop you in accordingly.
All right. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay. So, what's the difference now between the past participle and the perfect participle? So, from the word itself, perfect participle, so all of these verbs need another verb to accompany it. No? This other verb, um,
Adverbs. Huh?
no,
Linking.
is
A linking verb.
sometimes they call it the linking verb, sometimes the auxiliary verb, sometimes the helping verb, but they're all the same. It's the same banana. So uh, the verb that you add to these perfect participles is the verb to have and all its variants. So perfect present tense of to have is have and what else?
Had.
Had.
Perfect
Ay.
present muna.
Has.
Have and
Has.
has. Past participle past tense of have is
Had.
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 had. Future
Will
future
have.
Will have.
will
Will
have
Will
have.
have.
will have. Mm, base form of have.
Has.
Has.
Base form. Dictionary form.
Mm.
To have
It
is the dictionary
To
form, no?
have.
To have.
To
No?
have.
So, for example, for write, uh, when we use written, you know,
Written.
written, that's what you call a glottal stop.
Glottal.
Written, yun.
Glottal stop.
Written.
Yeah.
You have
Parang
written.
Written.
Cost center.
call center, like in the UK, secretary. Oh,
Secretary.
secretary. Did you say the secretary of
Oh, how
defense?
about the chocolate? Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Chocolate.
Chocolate. Anyway,
Chocolate.
written. So you cannot use written
Almonds.
Almond.
unless you have the helping verb has, like has or have in all its variants. So she has written an essay, and I have written an essay, and they have written an essay, and we have written an essay. Have.
Sir, question.
Yes, Jack. Yeah.
So, halimbawa, if let's say you're pertaining to Titanic, instead of saying it sunk, it had sunk.
Right. Well, let's use the example of sink. So the
It
Titanic
sunk.
had sunk over the waters of the Atlantic. There had sunk.
So,
But if you want to use sank, so this is sank and sunk. Yun. So sank,
okay.
all of these past participles are now what you call the simple past. So like I wrote an essay, she wrote an essay, and then the Titanic sank there. So if you notice in the simple past, all you have is just that verb in the past participle. Can you see my cursor, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You can see the cursor. But when you
Yeah.
wish to use the perfect participle,
You need
then
linking verb.
you need the linking verb. And this verb is the verb to have there. And all its variants there. So now the question is, when do you use the perfect participle or the perfect tense? The Titanic has sunk. And when do you use the simple past? Sank. The Titanic sank over the Atlantic Ocean. And the Titanic has sunk over the Atlantic Ocean. So now that answers the question as to when do we use the perfect tense. So the term perfect means an action or a state that has been perfected over time. Ayun, that's why they call it the perfect tense. It is an action or state that has been perfected. So just think of the analogy of wine, right? Of course, we crush the grapes and then we put them in barrels and then we give them years to ferment. And then finally, when they're ready, of course, the longer the time, the more expensive the wine. And when they're ready, the barrels are now harvested to form the wine that, like red wine or white wine, that we enjoy over dinner. Very healthy drink, wine there. So in that process, the most appropriate tense to use is the perfect tense because it's an action that has been perfected over time. Over time. So Uh, for example, if I say I have written an essay and I wrote an essay. So when you say I wrote an essay, therefore the inference here is, this is really the English language. It's very precise, right? The inference here is that there was an essay that I wrote in the past, and it no longer has relevance in the present. It's part of the past. I wrote an essay yesterday. But if I say I have written an essay, the act of writing that essay is still relevant up to the present. Like I have learned versus I learned. I learned a lot versus I have learned a lot. So remember those three words: relevance of an action or a state over time. Can you imagine how powerful time is, that it has been embedded in language, in
Language.
human language system? So uh, we just don't talk of the past, but we talk of a past action that is still important in the present or will continue to be important in the future. Can you imagine the differences for those two? An action that's important in the past and an action that is important in the past up to the present and possibly even into the future. That is now the perfect tense. An action that has been perfected over time. Okay? So that answers the question as to why we call it the perfect tense. Let's now go into, for example, manifestations of the perfect tense. So what you now have here is perfect tenses are verbs that show an action or state that happened in a specific point in time but extends indefinitely into the future. Whoa, time. This is like the Avengers, man. Like going back in time to gather the Infinity Stones before Thanos gets to them. Oh, man. And then finally, when they get all the stones, it so happens Thanos was also there. What a story. Anyway, so that's your timeline. You have the past, present, and the future. And then, for example, you have an action that happened in a specific point in time. And then this action, its importance and its relevance, like, for example, I loved there. Its relevance extends over the time. And that's when we use I have loved. So for example, I say like, let's use the example of si Marian Rivera. Like, I loved you. Oh my God, Marian Rivera, when she hears that, she's gonna go panic. Like, oh my God, he just said he loved me. Oh my God, that means he doesn't love me anymore. The action of loving is in the past and it is stuck in the past. Oh, Marian Rivera is now gonna go cry, cry, cry. Oh, cry. He doesn't love me anymore.
Damok.
Yeah. And then if I say something like, Marian, I have loved you.
Past still.
There, that means that I have
It
always
was done
the the act
already.
of loving her happened in the past and it is still happening today. I have always loved you. Oh, so
That's
guys,
so.
that's so clear.
Always has been.
Always, it happened in the past and it's still important today. And I have always loved you for all the days of my life. And
Wow.
if I say I loved you for
Walang
all,
forever.
voila, there, it's over, girl.
Amen.
There, it's over.
Amen to that.
Amen to that. And then I reminded
But I
her again.
already have mine.
Oh, I loved you, but I don't love you anymore. I have loved you since the day we met. There. Okay. So, eaten. I have eaten breakfast already. Oh, okay. So, guys, when do you use I've eaten breakfast already. What do you think? When do you use that phrase? Like,
Usually pag dinner na siguro.
oh, and ano kaya ang ano?
Now, when you're answering a question, sir,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh,
Like, do you want to
like,
eat?
yeah, yeah.
Like, have you eaten your breakfast
Like
yet?
they
Yeah.
are confirming if you have eaten or not yet.
Yeah. Like, if someone's offering you something, you want to have some donuts, and then you say, I've eaten breakfast already. So ngayon, if you say,
Yeah.
I've eaten breakfast already, I tell you guys, this is really the listening test, no? I've eaten breakfast already. May ano yan, may hidden connotation that you have to discover, you know? So ano yung sinabi ko, no? Multiple choice, no? Number 1, I don't like donuts. Number 2, I'm still full. Mga ganun, ano? Number 3, I'm still hungry. Oh, which one is it? I've eaten
Or I'm
breakfast already.
hungry but I don't want donuts.
Yeah, I'm hungry, but I don't want donuts. And I've eaten breakfast. Which do you think it is? What is the hidden connotation? I have eaten breakfast already. Like, do you want some donuts? I've eaten breakfast already.
Or you're just full, in short.
Still
In
full.
short, you are still full. So the act of eating a while ago is still important in the present, that moment that you were asked that question. Ooh, because it was in the perfect tense. I've eaten breakfast already. Do you follow, guys? Do you follow?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've
It means
eaten
that
breakfast.
eating now is not longer relevant when you answer it.
Eating now is no longer an option. It's no longer relevant. It's relevance. I mean, no. It's still relevant up to the time because I'm still full. Do you follow? I'm still full. Okay. Funny, my phone is ringing, but there's nothing. Okay, somebody's calling me, but maybe I will just drop this message. How do I drop a message in? Okay. I will just send a message like call
Maybe
me.
Sadako, sir.
Wait. In an hour, please. Okay. There. All right. Okay. So perfect tenses show extended relevance. Okay. Wait. There is a chat. Somebody contributed something in chat. What was the message? Okay.
It's raining on their
It said it's
plate,
raining cats
sir.
and dogs.
Yeah.
It's rain. What was the message? I didn't see the message. Okay, so let's go into the present tense, right? I'm sorry, the present perfect tense there. For example, the action happened in the past and it is still relevant in the present. That's why the verb that we use there is either has or have, plus the main verb. So there's your subject, and then that's your perfect participle taken, and then has or have. What's the answer? He
Has.
has taken the IELTS exam already. Connotation. He has taken the IELTS exam already. Go beyond the
He
lines.
already passed.
He already passed. Possible,
No, it's
yeah.
not.
He doesn't need
He's
to
not
take it
gonna.
again. Yeah. It's
He
all
doesn't need to.
over. Yeah. Do you
He doesn't
follow?
need to review.
It doesn't need to take it again. Do you follow? But it's not in the sentence, right? But the connotation is there. And then I learned. What's the verb? What's the
Have learned.
auxiliary? I have learned a lot from the review. So what's the connotation? Like, is the review done or ongoing?
Already done and he's ready.
Both, sir. It can be both.
Yeah, but for example, the review is still ongoing. So Sir Ed, no, the more appropriate construction there is, I have been learning a lot. I've been learning a lot from the review.
Oh, he just started taking the review.
Yeah, like but normally when you say I've learned a lot from the review, the connotation is like it's over.
It's done.
The learning is done.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if the learning is continuous, then I have been learning a lot from the review.
Or the class has just finished.
Or maybe the class has just finished, and then I say I've learned a lot from this class. I've learned a lot from the review. There, I traveled all the way from Las Piñas to Quezon City. I've learned a lot from the review. No, check.
Ba't pinaniningan?
I've learned a lot.
Reject, oh.
I've learned a lot
A
that
painful lesson from Niners.
I've learned a lot from this review. Painful lessons.
A hard pill to swallow.
Oh yeah, like we went all the way, man. And then
We are the Niners detractors.
okay,
Detracted ourselves.
yeah, we are the what's the term for it? We are the derogatory talkers.
We are on record.
We talk derogatively of Niners all the time. We have been talking derogatively of Niners all the time. Anyway, and then it has been vaccinated yesterday. Connotation.
The vaccine has been done already.
There's no need for more
No
vaccination.
need for another vaccine.
Yeah.
Or
no
it
need
is
for
a confirmation that he has taken already.
a confirmation that. And what do you think it refers to?
It
What does it refer to? Sige nga, can you go beyond the words? This is so IELTS.
Maybe a pet or
It's a pet. And what kind of pets in particular?
ikaw say
a cat or a dog or
A cat or a dog?
It can be you don't know the gender. It can be a thing or
Yun. Pero if I see it has been vaccinated yesterday, if I hear that, parang what first comes to mind is really like a
it is
pet, no?
animal.
An animal and a pet. And either it's a cat or a dog. Yeah.
When you say it has been vaccinated, so it connotes that it's already safe.
Yeah, it also has the connotation that don't worry, the dog bit you. It has been vaccinated yesterday, so you're safe. There. Do you follow? Is that clear? Okay. Can you imagine how connotation works, right? This is so IELTS. You really have to go beyond all the time. No? And she has been contacted yesterday, so there's no need to call her up. And I have been, learning a lot from the review. So, what so far, the constructions that you've been seeing are what you call the perfect tenses, no? Has taken, has been, have learned, has been there. And then suddenly, when we now inject the ing there, the ing verb. So guys, can you imagine a construction like this, right? I have been learning a lot from the review. You have the verb have and the verb been and the verb learning. So now you have 3 verbs in one sentence. So I've been learning a lot from the review. So yung been learning, this is now what you call the continuous tense or the progressive tense. Yun. Combined with the perfect tense. So this is now the present perfect continuous tense. I have been learning a lot from the review. Oh my God. Meaning, connotation is a learning, learning happened in the past, and it happened continuously again and again. There's another X there, and another X there, and another X there, and another X there, all the way up to the present. I have been learning a lot.
So many X's?
So many X's, no? Yun. So, like, the person viewed the X-rated video here, and then another X-rated video there, and then another X-rated video there, and then he said, "I've been learning a lot from the videos." Okay, and then like here he watched
so many ex
lots of
girlfriend.
X-rated, lots of X-rated stuff. Here he watched it in YouPorn, and then there he watched it in Pornhub, and then there he watched it in
PornTube, UGs.
Oy, daming alam.
Uy, come on,
Huwag
weird guys.
pahalata.
Uy, hindi, I just hear it from people. And then she has been studying a lot from the review. So the studying has happened in the past. And the studying has happened continuously. Another X there, X, all the way up to the present. She has been studying a lot from the review.
Broken-hearted na siya.
Yun, oo nga eh, na broken heart siya rito. Tapos ulit siya doon. She has been hurting for She has been hurting for all her life. Oh my God.
Oy.
Uy, wag kayong
Because
ganyan,
he
oh.
has
Oh,
been.
may tinamaan.
Uy, wag kayong ganyan. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, learn to be sensitive, guys.
Yeah.
I hate you.
So the present perfect is like all of these. He has taken, it has been, I have learned, I have been, she has been, it has been. And then when you add the ing, then that is now the present perfect progressive tense there. So all of these actions happened in the past and their relevance extended all the way up to the present. Okay. But what happens like if we move the action further back in the past and then yung relevance niya extended over time and the relevance ended in the past as well. There. That is now what you call the past perfect tense. Oh my God. No? So wala na tong kinalaman in the present, guys. This is all part of the past. Like, I had loved you, but you had hurt my feelings and you had neglected me and you had, uh,
You had
uh,
cheated on me.
yeah, you had not given me any money. Anyway, so that's the past perfect tense. So the subject is he, for example, the perfect participle is tried, and then had is now there. He had tried the IELTS exam already. So guys, the connotation is now different versus he has tried the IELTS exam already, and he had tried the IELTS exam already. What do you think is the difference? Like, Ed, are you taking the IELTS exam? And then I go, Ed, he had taken the IELTS exam already. Or he has taken the IELTS exam already. Any difference, guys? So yung isa has, yung isa had. Any difference? Like, for example, let's focus on the present. He has taken the IELTS exam already.
Like, bago
Ed,
lang.
yeah, bago lang, no? Ed has taken the IELTS exam
5 times.
already. Yeah,
Wait. I was confused. If are you still taking as an example or you were asking Sir Ed? I was confused.
no. As an
No, no, no.
example, like if I hear
By
somebody
Doctora.
say, Ed, Ed, are you taking the IELTS exam? And then I would say, oh, Ed had taken the IELTS exam already.
Oh.
Or Ed has taken the IELTS exam already. Can you imagine those are two very slightly different? The first one is just has. The second one is had. Ed,
Maybe
Sir,
had
I guess,
tried. Okay.
yeah.
well,
Remember
just
relevance
if you're
over time.
using has, it happened, I think, in the past, but had already finished in a longer time.
Yeah, but what's the connotation, Ed? Like, Ed has taken the IELTS exam already.
But maybe
Has
sir,
taken.
Ed is still waiting for the result. If someone, if you talk about
Yeah,
he has
possible,
passed
possible.
already, and if you said that he had taken the exam already,
Mhm.
could be that he taken the exam like for maybe for quite a long time already, or maybe for the past 2 months or
Mhm. He had taken the IELTS
beyond.
exam
Yes,
already.
but you don't
Okay.
know if he already passed the exam.
Right. So if I say Ed has taken the IELTS exam already, the connotation there is Ed has already passed. The act of taking the exam is relevant up to the present, right? Kaya has taken. Pero if I say Ed had taken the IELTS exam already, parang the action, the relevance ended in the
Already
past.
ended.
Yun, no? Parang meron pang mangyayari doon after that, eh, no? Kaya yung past perfect tense had tried, may dot yan, guys, eh. Parang there is something else that will happen. Kasi,
Uh,
yeah,
with regards, sir, from what I have seen in YouTube about the
I have
subject
seen.
verb agreement, sir, we use had if the action had been finished and then there is another ongoing action
Yeah.
in the
We use
future
the
or
past
present.
perfect when normally we now relate it to something else. Like he had tried the IELTS exam already. Yeah, guys, if I say he had
Yeah.
tried the IELTS exam already, baka the connotation there is he failed, no? And he needs to take it again. Pero if I say
Yeah.
he has taken the IELTS exam already, ang connotation doon, pumasa eh. No? He has taken the IELTS exam already. There, do you follow? So,
It is like, for example, sir, he had tried the IELTS exam
mhm,
already.
mhm.
However, he wants to do
Yeah,
CLB like that.
yeah, something like that. Just to give you an idea, we use the past perfect tense when we are telling stories. No? Kaya may relevance yun in part 2 of the speaking tense. Like, we went to La Union and I had realized that I had forgotten my wallet. And so, we went back to Baguio City. Do you follow? Kasi
Yes.
it's a story in the past. Wala nang relevance yun in the present. Hindi na mag-i-impact yun sa present. Pero kwento mo lang. But if you say, I have forgotten my wallet, and we have realized that I have forgotten my wallet. So parang ibig sabihin no na importante pa rin yun in the present. Okay, that action. So I had passed IELTS convincingly. It had been taught clearly. She had been trained effectively. And I had been studying devotedly. So when you say I had been studying devotedly, you've been studying again and again and again, and then it ended in the past. Past is past. No? Wala nang kinalaman yun sa present. Yun, I had passed IELTS convincingly. I had been studying devotedly, but unfortunately, our teacher uh, had always been absent. Do you follow? And we had been driving all the way from Las Piñas to Quezon City. Grabe yung check. Terrible. So, yeah. So yung past perfect guys, pang storytelling to mostly, always related to something. So it's an action that happened in the past. Its relevance extended and ended in the past. Okay. Let's now go into the past perfect progressive. Let's now go into the future perfect. So you have the subject and you have the perfect participle, whatever that is. Let's move it somewhere over to the right, and then we'll add the future participle will, and then the auxiliary verb have.
Doctor? I
So,
don't know, Doctor, not yet.
okay. Yan ang gusto ko kay Ed. You study at work, ha? Yun, huwag yung masyadong serious sa inyong work. Yan. Ayan.
Pinaanan ako ng medical director namin.
Oo. Yun. Sabi mo, I'm studying for the IELTS exam. Don't bother me. Sabi nga ganun. Anyway,
I told him, shoe fly.
which means
Shoe fly. Don't bother me.
should fly. Should fly. Okay. He will have tried. It will have been. I will have passed. I will have been. She will have been. She will have been. So, an action that happened in the past, its relevance will extend into the future. So, that's the future perfect. Let's add the ing. So, an action that happened in the past, and then it's a series of x's, x, YouPorn, Pornhub, X videos, what else? X again, all the way up to the future. Yun yung future perfect progressive. Okay. So, for example, by the end of this lecture, you will have understood the importance of the perfect tense. Or by tomorrow, you will have written another essay for me. Do you understand? In 10 years' time, mankind will have felt the impact of climate change already. Do you follow? Into the future, will have plus the perfect participle. Ang ganda niyan, the future perfect. Like, if the question in IELTS is, so what do you think you will be in 10 years' time? And then you say, you know, in 10 years, I will have finished already my NCLEX review, and I will have moved to the United States already by that time. And I will have bought my own house already. And I will have, I will have, uh, I will have realized all my dreams and desires all into the future. Will have. Let's
So I
try
have
it.
a question.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If regarding the future perfect progressive, can you wish may instead of will? Or I may have.
Okay.
Can
Kasi,
you use that?
so bali the auxiliaries will and may. No, may of course represents the possibility of rejection, no? A possibility that it will not happen. Pero yung will, talaga it's more definitive, no? Like if you that's why you use may for permission. Like may I go to the toilet? Yeah, and rather than can, for example, can I go to the toilet? May I go to the toilet? When you say may, there is a possibility that it will not happen. There, no? Or you will not be allowed, something like that, no? So I may have, hindi na ano yun, no? Hindi na future perfect tense yun, no? Jack. Kasi the future perfect requires will plus have plus the perfect participle. So like in 10 years, I may have bought my own house already. So that is really the present perfect tense plus the modal may. You know? I may have bought it already. It's not very definitive. But if you say in 10 years I will have bought my mansion already, then that's more definitive. It's gonna happen. Okay. Did I answer your question, Jack? Basta may na it's not very definitive. Let's see. Can you complete the sentences using the perfect tense? Would you like something to eat? No, thanks.
I have eaten.
I have eaten lunch. I have eaten lunch. So meaning I'm still full. No? The orchestra blank playing when a man suddenly began shouting.
Has
Has been.
stopped.
Have been.
Had been playing when a man suddenly began shouting. Pwede rin naman yung the orchestra stopped playing when a man suddenly began shouting. Pero more appropriate talaga yung past. No?
Have been playing when a man.
Had been. No? It's like a story in the past. No? A story in the past. The orchestra had been playing when a man suddenly began shouting.
Had been.
Oh, let's go.
Or have been. Had been, have been.
5 years from
had been.
now.
Had.
Had been.
Okay.
5 years from now.
I will have
Future perfect. Future perfect.
I will have
been.
my own house.
I will have.
I will have built.
I will have built my own house. Wow. I will have built. I will have bought my own house. I will have paid for my own house. Uy. You can do that, guys. 5 years.
Amen.
All you need is 5 years. Like you go to the UK and then you work there for a year, take NCLEX, and then after NCLEX, you go to the United States. Ayun na. By the 5th year, you will have bought your own house. You will have bought. What's in the newspaper today? I don't know. I haven't read
I haven't read
it yet. I don't know. I haven't read it yet. Okay.
Third question.
Yeah.
If you add just, will there be any difference?
To which phrase?
Like
Who is this? Who's this?
Eileen.
Eileen, yeah. Go ahead.
I have just read.
Okay. I don't know. I have just read it yet. Yung yet kasi is parang when you hear yet, parang it automatically connotes a negative, no? 'Di ba? Parang may ano yun eh, may not yun eh.
Okay.
I haven't read it yet, I haven't eaten it yet, or I haven't seen it yet. Do you follow? Kaya parang it wouldn't work for just, no?
For the first one, like
Or
I
maybe you could
have
say, I haven't just read it yet. I haven't just read it yet. I haven't just. Pwede na rin, Eileen. No? Yun.
like in the first sentence,
I
I
had
have
just. I had
had
just.
my lunch,
I
or
have
I
just eaten. Yeah,
eaten
yeah,
my
yeah.
lunch.
I have just eaten my lunch. Yeah, yeah, pwede. No? I have just eaten my lunch. So, what you're saying is the act of eating lunch, which was in the past, happened just a while ago. No, no thanks, I've just eaten lunch. So, yung just is now the adverb. Yung perfect tense there is still have eaten. Just is the adverb. Yung yet is also an adverb. Yung not is also an adverb. I have not eaten lunch. I haven't eaten lunch. We arrived at work in the morning and found someone had may nakapasok. Someone had
busted in.
busted in. What else? May nakapasok. How do you say that? What's the collocation for that?
Or had been hindi pala had been waiting.
Yung like when you arrive at the office and then it's a mess and then there's a broken window or a broken door. How do you say that? We arrived at work in the morning and found someone had broken in. Someone had broken in. Yeah, we arrived at work in the morning and found someone had broken in. By this date next month, future perfect. They
will
Will
have
celebrated
celebrated their 11th
month
month.
together by this
They
date
will
next
have
month.
celebrated.
They will have mourned. Right? Like 11 months na pala tayo. It's been 11 months. How sad. What time is David leaving?
Ito 16.
Ayan, Eileen, we can use just for this one.
That's just left.
What time?
Yes, just left. Yes, just left. Rather than say he left. Yes, just left. Ayan. He blanked the shoe in the sale. When he blanked, it was a fake. Past perfect.
He returned.
Past perfect. He had
returned the shoe in the tail
Returned the
when
shoe.
he
found
had, he had
it was a fake.
found
He had
Go.
He had found out. He had found.
He blanked the shoe in the sale. When he blanked, it was a fake.
When he found
He
out,
had bought the shoe in the sale.
He had bought the shoe in the sale when he
had realized
realized.
it was a fake.
He had realized. He had bought the shoe in the sale when he had realized it was a fake. Past perfect. He had bought.
Or had returned, I mean, sir. When he had realized it was a fake.
He had returned the shoe in the sale when he had realized it was a fake.
Yeah. Binalik niya nung nalaman niyang peke.
Yeah.
China.
Sinovac. Go. If I
have known.
If I had
known,
I wouldn't have loved you instead. Char lang.
I wouldn't have loved you instead. If I pwede rin, no? Or I would have. Pwedeng I would have or I would not have. Oh, this is so painful. If I had known,
let's move on.
Let's move on. Next example. Do you know where Julia is? Yes. A while ago.
I have seen her.
I have seen her a while ago. I've seen her. I've seen her a while ago. By December 2016, we will
be celebrating art.
We will have elected our 16th Philippine president. Dapat May yun. We will have elected our 16th Philippine president. Is Anne coming to the cinema with us? No, she blanked the film.
She
She doesn't
oh
like the film.
Perfect
she
tense, perfect
She
tense.
will
she
she will not
had
like.
already
She
had
had
Perfect
seen.
tense, perfect
yeah
tense.
Had
already
seen.
had
Have
she had
seen.
She will have.
She
already had
has.
seen
She have seen.
she has
She
seen
has.
she has seen
She has seen the film.
And she has.
She has seen the film. Malapit na. I tried to phone Anne this morning, but
this one, but
There have been no.
past perfect, past perfect. I tried to phone Anne
there
this
ha-
morning.
Have
there there had
There
been
was
no
no answer.
Past perfect.
there had been no
There had
answer.
been no answer.
There had
I tried to phone Anne this morning, but there had been no answer.
Answer.
Are your friends here yet? Yes, I think they
Would have
have
been.
arrived.
they have
Are
arrived.
your friends here?
I
Are
think they've
your friends
arrived.
here? Yes, I think.
They
I already blanked breakfast when he invited me for donuts.
I already
Have
have
already
eaten.
have
I already had
eaten.
eaten breakfast when he invited me for donuts. What does Tim think about your plan? Ayan na naman
I
yung
haven't
yet.
I haven't told him yet.
I haven't told
I
him yet.
haven't.
I haven't told him yet. If the dinosaurs blank the meteor, they blank with us today.
What if the dinosaurs
Had
Had dodged the
hadn't
meteor.
Survived.
had survived the meteor,
If
they
the dinosaurs have survived the
had
meteor,
survived.
they could have been with us today? I'm not sure.
Yeah. They could have been with
Could
us
have
today. They
been.
would have been with us
Would
today,
have.
or they will have been with us today. Will have been.
they will have.
And did you find the essay difficult? There's the yet again.
He hadn't
He
Writ-
hadn't
Taken.
written yet.
he hadn't
He hadn't
written
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 it yet.
it
yet.
yet. He hasn't
He
written it.
hasn't
He
seen
hasn't
it
written it
yet.
yet.
He hasn't written it
He
yet.
hasn't
More or less, we
written.
use the past perfect in storytelling, right? He hasn't written it yet.
Okay po.
He hasn't written it yet. So guys, there's now a challenge I have for you. So this is one of the tasks I actually assign you if you do your 20 essays. I think this is already essay number 19.
19.
Yun. So what you have here is US energy consumption by fuel, 1980 to 2030. You know, when you see line graphs, this is really so appropriate for the perfect tense. Yeah. So, from 1980 up to 2030. So, remember 2030 is still 10 years away or 9 years away. This is the time we use the future perfect tense. Oh my God. And then when you see this beginning point of the line graph, that's the time you use the past perfect tense. And when you describe action from the past to the present here, you now use the present perfect tense. So past perfect there, present perfect, future perfect. Beautiful. What an opportunity to display your depth of grammatical range and accuracy. And then you mix it up with the simple tenses. Simple past, it dropped. Simple present, it rose. Simple future, it will rise. You mix up all those tenses, guys. I tell you, you're showing a range. So let's demonstrate this. For example, the projections on US energy consumption by fuel is demonstrated in the line graph shown. Overall, it can be seen that I'm going now into the perfect tense. Petrol, do not capitalize, and oil are nominal traps. do not capitalize these words. Small caps. Petrol and oil had dominated and will have continued to dominate energy use from past to future. Meanwhile, alternative energy or alternative energy sources had seen and will continue. This is the simple future tense. To see low patronage through time. So, had dominated past perfect tense.
Sir, I have
Then,
a question.
yeah, Jeff,
Um,
will have continued future perfect. Okay.
so regarding sa here sa yung sa with the capitalization of your words,
Yeah, yeah,
does it affect your score with if you're going to
yeah.
capitalize the letter P and or the
Yeah, I
oil?
tell you, task 1 is so hard. You're only allowed 3 mistakes in task 1, beyond which your score now drops automatically to 6.5. One of the things you watch out for are the nominal traps. So these are nominal traps. These are actually common nouns. You know, the only nouns that you capitalize are names. Like, for example, Petron or Shell, like Shell Oil. That's when you capitalize. Like this one, US energy consumption. Did you see how it was capitalized? But names of entities, names of people, names of phenomena, names of animals, names of events, names. Those are the only ones that you capitalize. So quadrillion units cannot be capitalized, even though in the graph it is capitalized. So the language in the graph is different from the language in the essay. So watch out for the nominals. Because if you capitalize all of those guys, it's a lost essay. You're going to drop 5.5 with all of those nominal flaws. Nasty, no? Nasty. Okay. So let's use the example of petrol and oil. In details, for petrol and oil, I will use the simple past. No? Figures started, or you can use had started. This one is the simple past, started. This one is the past perfect.
So, sir,
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
So, for us to not, let's say, not to over complex or for us to be, to make it easy, we can use simple tenses.
Yeah, you can use simple tenses. But I tell you, line graphs, perfect tense is really appropriate because remember the perfect tense establishes the relevance of a certain action over time. No? So this is really over time. So you gotta mix some perfect tenses there in order to show a range, no? A range of grammatical accuracy. So like for example here, we can start with the simple past. Figure started at 35 quadrillion units. The figures dropped to around 30 quadrillion, then had steadily climbed. Do you see how the perfect tense suddenly was used there? No? Had steadily climbed. Let's mark the point over here. No? Had steadily climbed to about 40 quadrillion units after 2 decades. Let's now go into the future. By 2030, usage of petrol and oil will have climbed even further to 50
Okay.
quadrillion units. Do you see? So let's underline on the perfect tenses. This is the future perfect tense. Or you can use just will climb even further. Both are okay, Jack. No? Show a range always, guys. No? Show a how vast, how deep your range of grammar is. No? This is the past perfect. Okay. You can just say had steadily climbed, or you can say steadily climbed. This is the simple past. That's the adverb, steadily climbed. There. It's your choice. No? All right. This
Sir,
is
I
simple
have
past.
a question again, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Regarding the at the time, you use 2 decades, but can alternative words like 2 decades instead of using 1980s to 1985? That does it also affect your score if you use 1980? For example, if around 30 quadrillion units in the 1980s, 30
Yeah,
quadrillion units of oil
by 2005,
uh,
something like that. Will
will it
also
affect the
in the
score
spirit
also?
of displaying a range. No? This time a range in grammatical, in lexical resource. So instead of just saying the number straight out, you can instead of saying 20 years, you're just showing a range. No? Actually, this is like 80 to 2005, so that's like 25 years after a quarter century. It's just a manner of showing a range of lexicon. So now you're showing a lexical range, and then you're also showing grammatical range there. Okay. So both will work, Jack, but I really like to always rephrase. Let's jump to, meanwhile, for alternative energy options. All available sources started, so began at a decimal there. You're just showing a range. No? In
Or
fact,
abysmal.
an abysmal. A dismal and abysmal. Actually, I have read Band 9 answers. One thing I can say about Band 9 answers, it's really fluffy. Lots of heavy words, lots of complexity. Began at a dismal. If you want, I will finish the description of all of this in one very complex sentence. So that's another way of showing grammatical range, your ability to show sentence complexity. That will actually be a lesson in the future when we talk about the lesson on adjunction. Adjunction. So I'll show you what an adjunct is. All available sources begin at a decimal and abysmal for quadrillion units. And then this is now an adjunct. You call this a gerund. No? So you can use gerunds. Gerunds are like nouns that become verbs that become nouns. No? So they always end in the ing. Climbing, increasing, falling, registering, and you can begin uh, uh, this is what you call the main clause or the independent clause, and then you can now begin dependent clauses. We now call them dependent clauses because you cannot have a sentence that is just a gerund. It has to link to an independent clause, like all available sources began at a decimal and abyssal for quadrillion units. In other words, these are the people who are palamunin, relatives of yours who just eat all the time and doing nothing. And they're like, why don't you go work? Something like that. It's interesting how linguistic kind of mirrors life, right? So you have somebody who does all the work, earning a lot of money. That's what you call the independent clause. they're very independent, right? They can survive by themselves, and then around them are, people who just cling to them. This is an example of that. Marked by the gerund climbing to a disappointing mm, range. Let's put a range of 4 to 8, or 4 to 8 quadrillion units there. And then maintaining this range all the way to the present there. So from there up to here, there. So they were marked, the gerunds, these adjuncts allowed you to extend the sentence. There, you now have to employees of PAL. Where does your husband work? Where does your wife work? Ah, she works in PAL. Really? Yeah, Palamunin. Anyway, just
Oh
kidding.
my gosh.
Oh, she works at PAL. She must be a flight stewardess. No, she's a Palamunin. Anyway, we joke to Finey. Anyway, Finey, just kidding. Okay, and then in the future, projected use of these alternative sources or renewable sources, let's rephrase, will have seen no improvement by 2030. Oh, there. Okay. So now we're using the future. I love the future perfect tense. We'll have seen there. Okay. So simple past there. And then there, you have no verbs over here. These are just gerunds. There's no verb there. Climbing to a disappointing. That's like a verb that acts as a noun. And then maintaining this range, that's like another gerund. There, it just allowed you to extend the sentence indefinitely. In fact, you can make a sentence that runs forever.
Sir, I have a question again, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Regarding the graphs here,
Mhm.
are those graphs based from studies conducted by researchers, or they just made that
Yeah,
up?
like everything you see in IELTS is real.
Mhm.
So like,
Oo.
for example, every task one is a real graph. Of course, for example, in the listening test, these are recorded, but they are reflections of real exchanges, for example, right? There. So there. How what's the term for it? Mm, like how
Maybe
what's the
this
word for
graph
it?
is just a prediction from the time it was created. I guess saying that maybe they haven't seen Elon Musk yet with his
Yeah, yeah,
electric.
yeah. Right. Yeah, with this huge company Tesla. And don't forget the Apple car is coming. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, all of these are battery powered cars. They can run faster than
Petrol
like
or oil
petrol or oil.
or
Wow,
gasoline.
incredible inventions. And then for Jovi, if you have a task one, I don't have a task one with me, but for example, you can now use the perfect tense when Jobs, are you still there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There, like for example, you will be asked to narrate what happened at a certain point. For example, let's assume that you lost something. For example, the task is that I'm sorry, Jobs, I wasn't able to prepare one. But let's just wing it, so to speak. Like you lost a baggage at the upon arrival mm, to a foreign country. Write a letter to the right, I don't know, insurance company. Yun, explain what happened and recommend what action you would like them to take. So let's assume this is your task one, Jobs. So there's a part of the task one where you now
Sure.
narrate a series of events. Yes, Jack.
That's ano no? Academic or general? Sorry.
General training.
General.
Okay, okay.
There, you just
General.
have to write a letter. So,
Okay.
yun. In fact, this is a skill that everybody needs because everybody's now on email. So this is like a task one academic. Okay. Kaya go back to the lessons, guys, on general training letter writing. You will need this skill. Okay, so dear insurance manager. Okay. Wait, I will just show you the part jobs where I will now go into the perfect tense. My name is Jovi Aljorde, and I had availed of your insurance plan just a few months back. There, I am writing. Yun. In letter writing, guys, you should have the purpose at the top. Huh? Don't forget, the purpose is at the top part of the letter. I am writing to inform you that I wish to now avail of this benefit owing to my having lost my luggage. Okay. So this is now the part where you now narrate jobs. So there has to be a perfect tense there somewhere. So simple past and then past perfect. It's just a mix. I booked a flight from Manila to wherever. Saudi Arabia. To Riyadh. Saudi Arabia. There, in order to comply with my job offer available on uh, last January 7, 2021. There. Upon arrival at the airport, I had realized. No, wait. I was unable to retrieve my baggage, and I had been told that the item had been lost somewhere uh, in boarding there. Okay. Past perfect. I had been told. Do you follow jobs? And then you mix it again with the simple past there. I tried. So this one is simple past. How nice, no? How nice the mix of tensings can impact. I immediately contacted the airline offices in Manila, but they profusely apologized, given that the uh, luggage the past tense of can is could no longer be found there. So, simple past there and there. Simple past. This explains my my letter today. There. During presentation.
Question.
Yeah. Go.
Regarding to this letter,
Mm.
they require certain also count of words.
I'm sorry.
They
What was
also
the question?
require certain count of words. Is how many words?
Yeah, 150 words as well. So now I'm in the part where I'm recommending. I'm already here. There. I had been told that the coverage would include all items lost in travel. This explains why I would like you to immediately facilitate this claim so as to ease the burden caused by my unfortunate loss. There. By next week, by next week, I expect, so I will now use the future perfect that I will already have received my due compensation. There. Otherwise, talk to my lawyer. or or deal with the media. Deal with the media yourself. Okay. No, don't write it like that. It's very unprofessional. Otherwise, I will be forced to resort to legal action owing to a possible breach of contract. There. And then you now end with a sign off. Always end the letter with a sign off. I look forward to your quick action on this matter. There. Okay. And then sincerely yours. There.
Parang kasalanan ng insurance na nawala yung bag ah.
Oo nga eh. Syempre, galit ka eh. You're looking for someone to blame. Malas nyo lang insurance company.
Displacement.
Yeah, malas nyo lang. You just caught the bad end of my my mood. Okay, and then
Sir, in the
finally,
form of
yeah.
sir, in the format of the letter,
Mhm.
it will follow always blank format.
You can actually write, I will really recommend that you just follow the block. The difference kasi with block, the thing with the block format is you'd have to allot a space. So there's a line there that is completely blank there. So that's when you can now begin your next block. There, for task 1 jobs, I really recommend you just use block because it's cleaner and there's a lot of space anyway. You will only write 150 words. But if you want to write, the thing about indentation there is that you can actually clump them together. There. Actually, jobs, it really doesn't matter. If you run out of space, you just ask for an extra piece of paper. There. Do you follow? There. That's it. But block is really very professional. I mean, indentation like this really looks like a letter to a lover or something. There. Okay. It's just my recommendation, jobs, but both can work. There. You can write it that way. Okay. Like if you will use indentation, then this now goes over to this one, this side there. Okay. But if it's a block, then everything's on the left. I really like block. It's very clean. There. Very easy to recognize. Okay. So don't forget, guys, even for ACAD people, whenever you write letters, always have your purpose at the top and always have a proper sign off there. That's how you write letters. As simple as that. Okay.
That was an additional point.
That's always that's a standard for letter writing. There. Like whether it be a business letter, a letter to a friend, maybe to a friend, maybe like but for general training task 1, you always follow this standard. There.
What
Purpose.
if you forgot, sir, the last part?
Then it's awkward. Like suddenly the end the letter stops. So I'm sure that's gonna be like. I mean, I don't think you're gonna score 7 with that. I mean, you just suddenly stopped right in the middle of your letter. There. Okay. Is that clear, Jobs? But more importantly is cardinal rule 2. Please make sure you comply. Every word or phrase should be expounded, expanded, explained. Do not miss any of these bullets. Okay. All right. Okay. Sige, any more questions, Jobs?
Sorry.
There.
Sorry,
So
sir, I will also take the GT. So this one is the proper way of
proper way
writing.
of writing a task 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Instead of the
Who
block.
is this? Eileen?
Yes.
Oh, Eileen, you're taking GT. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Oh, that's so easy. You just comply with all the, you just have your purpose at the top and then you have your sign off at the bottom and then just make sure you comply with all the, to score a 7, right? You don't even have to show so much grammatical range. I mean, you just comply with cardinal rule to all of these there and you'll score your 7. It's not like ACAD where you suddenly have to think about the nominal traps like this. You have to think of the tensing there. You have to think of the cluster. Like there's so much information here. Like if you notice my cluster, I just began here and then I just jumped all the way there. It's tough, no? There's so many. You have to find the overview. If you don't find the overview here really is all about petrol and oil versus these renewable sources of energy. Okay, kind of sad, very depressing. Okay, and then for task 2 writing, remember the perfect tense is for actions or state that happened over time there. Like for example, for the intro, you could immediately start off with the perfect tense. There has been a um, rabid debate as to how. So can you imagine? I began my essay with already the perfect tense. There's been a rabid debate as to how people should look to their future plans there. Some say that it would be a waste of time to devote so much planning for the future. These people argue, wala na akong ma-perfect tense. No? These people argue that it's better, I'm sorry, do not contract. It is better to focus on one's present circumstance instead. There. Then this essay will investigate this controversy. You want me to end this essay? You want me?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
yes, yes.
Okay. So I remember cardinal rule 2. It is a waste of time planning for the future. Okay. Do not forget. Uh, some people have argued that future planning will only end up in disappointment given the fact that nobody can ever predict the future. Mm, it is quite possible to make detailed plans and targets for the, what's another word for future? For the coming days, coming years, only to see these um, spectacularly spectacularly uh spectacularly help me spectacularly fail owing to unforeseen or uncontrollable events. There, a good
Frequency.
example, yeah, is the act of God event called the pandemic, which successfully ruined I tell you, COVID was so good. Everybody's best laid. What's this? What's this Japanese character? There, Marian Rivera, can you stop doing that? There, somebody's drawing. Successfully everybody's best laid plans for the year 2020. There. Okay. And then it's more important to focus on the present. There. So easy, right? Cardinal rule 2. And for our new students, Maya,
Sorry, sir. I don't know what happened.
yeah, si Maya, si Vic, si Hannah, Marian Rivera, papanood.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. I don't know how to do this.
You
So for Vic, for
you will be
Maya, for
shared.
Faith, for other new students, do not forget cardinal rule 2. Please expound, expand, explain, elaborate all of these words before you arrive at your opinion. Is that clear? Is that
Mhm.
clear? You expound first
It's so
everything.
clear.
Okay. As a result, many argue that people should content themselves with the present circumstance. Mm, this would free everybody from the trauma brought about by unfulfilled dreams or goals. If one were to focus on the present, this would mean that uh, nothing would ever be ignored. A father planning for the future might be better off focusing on witnessing their children grow up in front of their eyes instead. There. So I have already expounded, expanded, explained, elaborated this phrase. It's more important to focus on the present. Okay. There. I am sure I'm already at band 7 or 6.5. There. 6.5, no? And then, to what extent do you agree or disagree? Then that's not, now is the only time when you answer this. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Do you follow? Do you follow? Okay,
Opo.
one by
Yes.
one. That one
Yes, yes,
first.
sir.
And then
Yes,
that
sir.
one first. And then that one next. So easy, no? But some people, they go straight to what extent do you agree or disagree? Oh, I tell you, you're going to score band 6, 5.5 because you did not discuss any of this. There, don't forget, please. Don't forget, please. So what would you like? Would you like me to agree or disagree? Planning for the future is a waste of time. Do I agree to this?
Disagree, sir.
Agree.
Oh, come on. Making it
Agree.
harder on me. However, this writer disagrees that planning is a waste of time. There. Even if events, there. If events, so now I'm disagreeing. So what I have to do is to kill these arguments. Kill, kill, kill. I gotta get a knife and just knife this thing. No? There. Okay. So even if events are beyond our control, such as the pandemic, uh, such as the COVID-19, there, pandemic, then this only means that the urgency to prepare for such unforeseen circumstances is even greater. Ah, you like my kill. You like my kill. Did I kill it, man? I just killed it, man. Nothing. would be worse than realizing a massive lockdown that deprives one of a source of income and compounded by a lack of savings. Yon. Because of failure to plan for the future. I think I killed it already, guys. I killed it already. It's dead. This one is dead. You're dead, man. You're dead. There. Dead, dead, dead. I killed you. There. Okay.
Sir, I have a question again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's this is for written exam type 2. What do you mean?
Task two,
Yeah.
yeah.
Task 2, task
Task
2
two.
Task 2.
for
Yes.
written exam.
Yeah, Vic.
For this exam, how many words should we type for be able to pass or to meet the requirement
At
You need
least 250.
250 words, no, Vic?
250?
250 words.
Pero Vic, don't think about the words. You think about, pushing your ideas, no? Push a lot of ideas and word count becomes it doesn't become a concern anymore. Just keep on pushing. Fill the essay with so much information to the point that word count never becomes like, for example, this one is already past the word count, I'm sure. 265 there, and then we still have our conclusion. Do you follow, Vic?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Uh,
sir,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
for the paragraph, sir, uh, for the last paragraph, sir, where you state this writer
Mm-mm.
disagrees,
Mm-mm.
can we use, however, the proposal
Mm-mm.
dictates or indicate? Can we use that,
Yeah,
or we
yeah,
should
yeah. Also
always?
really nice. Also really nice.
I see.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice wording. Pero what I would really pound on is really on structure. No? First of all, you should make sure that you have elaborated all of that, right?
Opo.
And then the conclusion now is important. What's your opinion? So if you agree to it, to what extent you agree or disagree, you can just delete all of this and then just conclude there. That's a beautiful essay as it is. No? You just now conclude in saying, let's not plan for the future at all, and let's just enjoy what we have in front of us. Something like that. That's already a solid band 7 essay. But if you disagree to it, then now this is more complicated, because when you disagree, then what that means is you need to counter that argument. It's a waste of time to plan for the future. There. So I think I've done that there. I was able to counter it with this one. So to be clear, when you agree to it, it's really simple. You just make sure that you expound all of this. And that's it. Conclude. But if you disagree, then you need to add another step, which is the kill. The kill is a two-step process. You have the agree arguments here, and then you have the disagree arguments here that kill all of that. Okay? Do you follow?
Yes.
Don't forget that rule. To agree, so simple. You just expound everything. To disagree, you need to add another layer wherein you kill all of the agree arguments. So there's no such thing as a straight disagree essay. To disagree, you have to first mention the agree and then disagree. Always. But if you agree, you just cite the agree. But if you disagree, you first cite the agree and then kill it with the disagree. That's the fundamental rule. That's the A1 and the A2 style, which you'll see in the first 4 videos. Okay, don't worry, guys, for the new ones. Takes practice. You'll make mistakes. That's okay. All right. Okay, and then to conclude, there. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta end this. The writer has successfully defended there. Finally, I injected the perfect tense. The idea that planning for the future can never be considered a waste of time. People should therefore value the uncertainty that the future brings while cherishing the present. There, okay, shoota. There, shoota. That's your essay. I'll save this document. I'll save it and send it to you.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I wasn't able to use the perfect tense much for the task two because I'm arguing, in the present. I'm not arguing something that happened in the past that continues up to the present. There's nothing. I'm just arguing something in the present. That's why. But at least we were able to inject the lesson on the A1 and the A2. So let's save this as writing workshop. There. Then just expect my GC for the close group. Expect it by tomorrow, guys, when I arrive in Manila. Okay. And then write like hell. Okay. Don't work too hard. There. Your work is nothing. It's useless. Nothing compares to IELTS. Studies first before work. Where am I going? There.
Sir, we need
Okay.
to do it at the same time.
Yeah, fuck work.
Sir, are you going to send questionnaire? What I mean, written
Writing workshop.
questions
There
regarding
you go.
the writing task? I mean, written topics.
Uh, it's in the email that I sent, Vic. The first
Okay,
email.
maybe.
Did you receive it? Did you receive it?
I guess yes.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
I just try to check it.
Yeah, and then wait, let's open a new folder like the perfect tense. And then it's there, Vic's. But begin by viewing the first 4 videos first.
Okay, the first email.
First 4 videos. And then I think I already sent you the did I? The private videos.
Wait,
Sir, I haven't received yet.
Who is this?
Face. The video you just mentioned.
Faith, I sent it. I sent it to you. Yeah, earlier. Check your email. If it's not there, baka nasa maybe it might be in spam. Okay.
I'll see. I will try.
Check it out and there. And then I will now send it through email. Okay. Hold on. I'll email it. Okay. And then bukas ko na I'll just send it back tomorrow. I mean, I will upload it tomorrow. Okay, there. Okay. What's the news? When will we have our Sinovac vaccine?
No, Pfizer.
Yeah, damn. Ang bilis ng purchase sa Sinovac sa Pfizer. It took forever.
As far as I know, I think the administration up to buy the Pfizer na instead of Sinovac.
Yeah, can you just buy the Sinovac and then can you just like throw it away?
Yeah, because as the news said that Malaysia got, I mean, when they bought Sinovac, I think there's only 68% or 68 to 75% accuracy, or what do you call it?
Yeah.
With regards to Sinovac.
Typically China. Writing workshop, the perfect tense. Okay, guys. Can you compare that to Pfizer? 95% efficacy there. Guys, here's the document used for our workshop earlier. Okay, and then I'll attach the document, and then I will attach also the PowerPoint. Okay, wait, I'll stop the recording, guys. Hold on.